Welcome, friends. Today's video is very special. It is not just another video. This one can truly change your life. Why? Because today we will talk about something that can change your job, your income, your respect, and even your whole life. Think for a moment. Have you noticed how people who speak clearly and with power often do better? They get better jobs. They earn more money. They find good chances in life. People respect them in the office, at a party, or anywhere they go. And here's the truth. Sometimes we meet very simple people. They are not rich, not famous, not actors. But when they talk, something feels different. Their words feel strong. Their presence feels warm. We enjoy being with them and want to meet them again. Why? Because communication is the real magic. Communication is real beauty. Now listen closely. If you want to build a strong personality, a personality that others admire, respect, and remember, you must follow one golden rule. Speak well, speak clearly, speak with care. What does that mean? It means when you speak, your words should have a purpose. Your words should be simple and arranged well. They should be clear like glass. You should think before you talk. You should pause between ideas. Always remember, a clear mind and clear words create a strong personality. In this video, I will share 10 powerful tips. These tips are simple, practical, and easy to use. They are not boring theories. They are real methods that give real results. If you stay till the end and practice them, your way of speaking will change forever. That's a promise. And the best part, while you watch this video, you will not only improve communication, but also your English speaking and listening. So, stay till the end. And don't forget to subscribe for more life-changing videos like this. Let's start. Let's grow together. Tip 1. Speak without words. This tip is very strong. Most people don't know it. Psychology says people make their first impression in just 7 seconds. Yes, only 7 seconds. Before you even say a full sentence, people already decide most things about you. Are you confident? Are you smart? Are you likable? Can they trust you? Amazing, right? So what does it mean? It means you are speaking even when you are silent. Your body, your eyes, your face, your smile, your posture, everything is sending a message before you talk. Here's an example. Imagine 2 people waiting for a job interview. Both have the same skills. One person sits bent over, looking at the phone, looking tired. The other person sits straight, shoulders relaxed, with a soft smile and calm energy. Who will the interviewer like more, even before asking the first question? Of course, the second person. Why? Because their body already says, I am confident, I am professional, I respect myself and others. Here's what you must do. Walk in with confidence, even if you feel nervous. Smile naturally, not fake. Keep your back straight. Look into people's eyes. Don't play with your hands. Master this 7-second rule, and you will win half the battle. People feel your energy first, then they hear your words. Tip 2. Storytelling. If you want people to listen to you, remember you, and connect with you, learn storytelling. Storytelling is the king of speaking. Why? Because facts give knowledge, but stories touch the heart. When you tell a story, people listen with focus. They connect with feelings. They remember it longer. Example, if you want to teach about hard work, you can say, hard work is important, boring, forgettable. Or you can tell a short story. Let me tell you about a boy named David. David lived in a small village. No electricity, no internet. Every night, he studied under a streetlight because he dreamed of being a doctor. People laughed at him. But years later, David became a doctor and saved the lives of the same people who once made fun of him. Now tell me, Which one touches the heart more? Of course, the story. That is the magic of storytelling. Whether you are giving a speech, teaching, or even just chatting, use stories. Use examples. Create a picture in the listener's mind. Human brains love stories. People have shared them for thousands of years. Remember, keep your story short but full of emotion. Show struggle and victory. Make people feel like they are part of the story. If you become good at telling stories, people will love listening to you. They will not forget you. Tip 3. Empathy. If you want to be a great communicator, if you want people to trust you, like you, and open their heart to you, you must build one skill: empathy. What is empathy? Empathy means feeling what others feel. It means putting yourself in their place. It means listening not only with your ears, but with your heart. Why is empathy important? Because when people feel you truly understand them, they feel safe, they trust you, they respect you, they share more with you. Without empathy, conversations feel empty. Let's take an example. Imagine you tell your friend about a problem at work. You feel stressed and alone. One friend listens and says, "Oh, don't worry, forget it." That friend didn't really listen. But another friend looks at you carefully, listens quietly, and says, "I understand how hard that must be for you. It must feel stressful. You're not alone, and I'm here if you want to share more." Now, who will you feel closer to? The second friend, right? Because empathy builds connection. Here's how you can show empathy. Listen carefully. Don't just wait for your turn to talk. Accept their feelings. You don't always have to solve the problem. Use kind words like, "I can imagine how you feel," or "That sounds tough." Be present. Don't look at your phone. Give full attention. Here's a bonus. In jobs, in sales, in leadership, and in relationships, people who succeed most are not the ones who talk a lot, but the ones who listen with empathy. When you make someone feel understood, you win their heart. Tip 4. The sweetest sound. One big secret of good communication was shared by Dale Carnegie, the famous writer of How to Win Friends and Influence People. He said, "A person's name is the sweetest sound in any language." Yes, it is true. When you say someone's name in the right way, they feel special and important. Why? Because a name is not just a word. It's part of a person's life, their family, their memories, and their identity. When you speak someone's name kindly, you touch their heart, not only their ears. Think about this. You go to Starbucks. The cafe is busy, music is playing, people are talking, and you smell fresh coffee. You order your drink. "Hi, I'll have a caramel macchiato. My name is Michael." The cashier writes it down. A few minutes later, you wait with other people. The barista looks around, lifts a cup, and says in a happy voice, "Caramel macchiato for Michael. Have a great day, Michael." At that moment, you feel good. You are not just a number. You are noticed, you are remembered. And all of this happened because someone said your name. You may even smile and think, "I like this place. They are friendly." That is the small but powerful magic of a name. In meetings, job interviews, or with friends, when you use a person's name in a natural way, they feel a connection with you. And when people feel connected, trust, respect, and success follow. One important tip: don't say the name too often. Use it naturally. When you greet, when you make a point, and when you close a talk. Do it with warmth, not force. Always remember, in a world where everyone wants attention, just remembering and using someone's name can make you unforgettable. Tip 5. Emotional intelligence. This tip can change your life. If you learn it well, you will grow in work, family, and leadership. What is emotional intelligence? It means you can understand your own feelings, control them, and also understand and guide other people's feelings. The strongest part of emotional intelligence is this: learn to respond not react. What is the difference? Reacting is quick, emotional, and impulsive. Responding is calm, smart, and thoughtful. For example, you are in a meeting. Someone criticizes your idea in front of everyone. If you react, you get angry. Your face turns red, and you say something rude. Now you look weak and unprofessional. But if you respond, you breathe, stay calm, and say, "Thanks for your feedback. I'll think about it, and maybe we can improve it together." The result? You look strong and mature. People respect you. Another example. At home, your partner says something hurtful during an argument. If you react, you shout back and make the fight worse. But if you stop, stay silent for a few seconds, and then say calmly, "I feel hurt. Let's talk when we are both calmer," you protect your relationship. This is not weakness, it is wisdom. How can you build this skill? Pause before speaking. Even 3 seconds helps. Name your feeling. Are you angry, sad, or insecure? Ask, what is the best way to answer now? Remember your bigger goal. Winning an argument is useless if you lose the relationship. Great leaders, good speakers, and strong communicators are all emotionally intelligent. They stay calm under stress. They choose their words with care. They stand strong even when things are hard. Emotional intelligence is the mix of inner strength and outer influence. Tip 6. Echoing technique. If you want to be a great communicator, you must learn the echoing technique. What is echoing? It means repeating a small part of what the other person just said, but in a warm and natural way. Why does it work? Because it shows you are really listening. It makes people feel understood. It encourages them to share more. Here's how it looks. Example 1. Your friend says, "I feel very stressed at work." You echo, "Stressed at work?" You don't give advice, you just reflect their words. This invites them to go deeper. "Yes, my manager keeps giving me impossible deadlines." The talk grows naturally. Example 2. A colleague says, "I finally finished the project after 3 months." You echo, "3 months? That sounds big." They will share more. "Yes, it was hard but worth it. I learned a lot." By echoing, you make them feel heard and valued. Important. Don't repeat everything, just a keyword or emotion. Use a curious and warm tone, not a cold or robotic one. In sales, conflict talks, and teamwork, echoing is powerful. When people feel you understand them, they trust you more and work with you better. Tip 7. Voice modulation. You may have the best words, but if your voice sounds flat, boring, or robotic, people will stop listening. Your voice is like music. It must have life. So, what is voice modulation? It means changing your voice in different ways. Your pitch, high or low. Your pace, fast or slow, and your pauses, short silences. This makes your speaking interesting and powerful. Let's see each one. Pitch is how high or low your voice sounds. If your voice is always high, you sound nervous or irritating. If your voice is always low, you sound sleepy. Good speakers change their pitch naturally. They go higher when excited. They go lower when serious. Example, telling a success story. "And then we won the competition." High and full of emotion. "It was not easy. Many nights we almost gave up." Low and serious. Next is pace, how fast or slow you speak. If you always speak too fast, people feel stressed. If you always speak too slow, people get bored. The secret is to change speed depending on your message. Example, when telling exciting news, speak fast. The moment we saw the results, we jumped, shouted, hugged. It was amazing. When telling something deep, speak slow. But inside, we knew the real work had only begun. Now the pause. A pause is silence for a second or two. This makes people feel your words more strongly. Example, sometimes the smallest choices change your whole life. Pauses add power. They create suspense. They give weight to your words. The best public speakers and TED Talkers use voice modulation perfectly. They sound like they are singing a story, not reading a textbook. If you master your voice, you win people's hearts. Tip 8. The broken record technique. Have you ever met someone who keeps pushing you even after you say no? Maybe they argue, pressure you, or don't respect your answer? In such times, the broken record technique is very powerful. What is it? It means you repeat your main point calmly, again and again, without getting angry. Like an old record that repeats the same line. Why does this work? Because it shows you are firm but not rude. It protects your boundaries. It makes the other person understand you are serious. You must repeat without shouting, without sarcasm, and without anger. Example 1. At a party, someone wants you to drink alcohol, but you don't want to. Them. Come on, just one drink. You. No thanks. I'm not drinking tonight. Them. Don't be boring. You. No thanks. I'm not drinking tonight. Them. Just a little. You. No thanks. I'm not drinking tonight. After hearing this a few times, they give up. You didn't fight. You didn't explain. You stayed calm and strong. Example 2. In business, a client wants extra services without paying more. You simply say, "We'd love to help, but that will need an extra fee." If they push again, repeat the same line. No line talk, no arguing, just repeat calmly. This technique is simple but powerful. Don't fight. Don't explain too much. Just repeat your line. In the end, people respect you more because you stood firm and stayed professional. Tip 9. Humor. Humor is not only about telling jokes. Humor is about bringing lightness, friendliness, and connection into your conversations. Why is humor so powerful? Because it breaks tension, makes people feel comfortable, creates bonding, shows you are friendly, and makes people remember your words longer. If you make people smile, they will trust you more. And trust is the base of good communication. But remember, humor doesn't mean acting like a clown or making fun of others. It means being simple, light, and sometimes laughing at yourself. Example 1. In a job interview, the interviewer asks, "Tell us about a mistake you made." You could answer stiffly, or you could smile and say, "Only one mistake? I have many." Then give your real answer. What happens? The interviewer relaxes, smiles, and remembers you. Humor made connection. Example 2. In a tough negotiation, the room feels serious. Everyone has black coffee. You smile and say, "Looks like we're negotiating coffee rights today too." People laugh, tension breaks, and now they listen more openly. Humor reduced stress. Example 3. You are giving a speech on teamwork. Instead of starting serious, you say, "They say teamwork makes the dream work. Unless the dream is to nap, then I work better alone." People laugh, feel close to you, and enjoy your talk more. How to use humor the right way. Make small jokes about yourself, not others. Use funny things you notice around you. Be natural, not fake. Never insult anyone. When people laugh with you, they trust you, and when people trust you, they follow you. With humor, you become unforgettable. Tip 10. Vulnerability. Vulnerability means being real, open, and honest about your feelings, mistakes, and experiences without pretending you are perfect. Many people think vulnerability is weakness, but actually, it is strength. When you show your real self, people trust you more. They feel closer to you. They respect you. Why? Because everyone is fighting their own struggles inside. When they see you are real, they feel less alone. Why is vulnerability so powerful? It builds trust. It makes you relatable. It shows you are strong enough to admit flaws. It creates deep emotions. When people feel your story, they remember you forever. But vulnerability is not telling everything about your life, crying all the time, or talking only about problems. It means sharing the right story at the right moment in the right way, so people connect, not pity you. Example, you are giving a motivational speech. You could say, "I was always successful. Life is amazing." People would admire you for a short time but not feel connected. Or you could say, "5 years ago, I lost my job. My account was empty. I lived on instant noodles. I felt useless. But that night, I decided this was not my end. Slowly, step by step, I rebuilt my life. Today, I stand here, not because I never failed, but because I learned to rise again and again." What happens? The audience feels your pain. They see their own struggles in your story. They feel hope. They will never forget you because you were not a superhero. You were a fighter. And people love fighters. How to use vulnerability. Choose a real moment of struggle. Be honest but short. Share the lesson, not only the pain. Tell it like talking to a friend. Always end with hope. Walls keep people away. Vulnerability invites them in. True communication is not mind to mind, but heart to heart. Only vulnerability can open that door. Communication is not about big words. It is about real connection. It is about building trust, respect, and relationships that last. You don't need to be perfect to be a good communicator. You need to be present, simple, and real. Practice these 10 tips daily. Soon, you won't just change how you speak. You will change how people feel when they hear you. That is true power. Your words will no longer be just sounds. They will inspire, touch hearts, and stay in memory. If you use these tips, you will see big results in your career, in your family, and in your self-confidence. Always remember, communication is not only what you say, but how you make others feel. So speak with clarity, speak with confidence, and most of all, speak with heart. Thank you for watching. If this helped you, please like, share, and subscribe for more tips on communication. Now go out and speak your truth. The world is waiting to hear you.